Hello everybody and welcome to this dungeon guide for Elden Hollow. My name is Geraint and I'll be your host for this guide. The Elden Hollow dungeon is located in the Gradwood area of the Aldmeri Dominion, and the recommended level range for this dungeon is level 20 to 23. Elden Hollow features mainly Altmer, also known as High Elves, some aggressive plants as well as Eliths. And I mean the monsters, not the members of our guild Alith here. Please note that this dungeon guide does not include any quests that may be available or possibly altering events inside this dungeon. Also be advised that at the time of this recording all members of the dungeon guide group are of high veteran rank, so certain encounters might look easier as when playing this dungeon at the recommended level range. Alright, let's get started by introducing the members of my group, all of them fellow Elite members. This time I'm accompanied by Jocelyn Manmary, Mezinga Dosali, and last but not least, Chase KJ. Alright, the first trash mob group you will already encounter right at the beginning of the dungeon, and it consists of Altmer. You should focus on the healers first, and also watch out for the Fighter's Dragon Knight standard. It can do heavy damage if you don't move out of the affected area. Once that group is dealt with, you can make your way down the little waterfall and follow the stream till you reach the room with the next Altmer group, which has now 2 healers in it. As always, try to kill them first to quicken up the fight. As you can see, the trash mob group size varies from about 6 to 12, depending on how big the room is and how many you aggro. From now on, your group will also encounter patrolling Altmer inside the rooms. Take care when you aggro them, as they can bring even more enemies if you attack them too close to another group. If you look carefully, you can see that some of the Altmer are not engaged in combat, as they are not part of the attacked group, but as soon as one of your group members moves further in or gets too close to them, they will also join the fight. There is also a group of 5 Altmer, including a healer, guarding the passage to the next room, so try to keep the fight in the middle of the room, else you might also aggro them. The room your group will enter now contains not only a lot of Altmer to kill, it also has the first boss waiting in the background, so try to fight the Altmer groups not too close to the boss. There are also some plants in the room. If you want, you can kill them, otherwise it may happen that when you fight the trash mobs that they will pull you to them, so if you want to be safe, just kill them. Okay, once you have cleared the area, it is time to face Akash Gramal. This aggressive female uses 4 abilities during the fight, beside her standard attack. She will charge up a heavy attack at the number 1 threat target, which should normally be the tank, so block that one, otherwise she will inflict massive damage. Akash also likes to jump to a random target and then use a big cone based attack, again on the number 1 threat target, that will set everyone affected off balance. If that happens, like in our guide, to a distant target, the following off balance attack, which is cone shaped, may not even hit anyone, but stay alert if you have mostly close combat players in your group. From time to time she also uses a whirlwind attack, and she is moving while doing so, so don't stand in the whirlwind radius, just run away from it. That's pretty much everything to watch out for this fight. If you know that, you can easily kill her. Akash Gramal is dead, and the wooden door will now open and you can continue your way in Elden Hollow. The trash mob composition is not really changing. Expect one small and another big group once you pass the wooden door. Once the 2 groups have been taken care of, expect more plants as well as an Alith in your way, and then you have already reached the water-filled area of the second boss of Elden Hollow. That big plant in the middle of the room is called Chokethorn. This plant boss likes to pull random targets to it during the fight. While this is annoying, the skill itself doesn't pose too much of a problem. But once Chokethorn closes itself, watch out for a building red circle followed by a poison damage explosion. If you are fast enough, roll dodge out of it, else the healer has to heal the affected players to cure the damage. Chokethorn also summons little plants during the fight that will heal it and is visible by a green beam, so kill them as soon as they spawn. That's all that's happening during the fight, but Chokethorn's health is quite high, so the fight can take a while, and with all the pulling in and stuff, it can it can get a little bit chaotic. Chokethorn is no more, and now your group can move further in and kill the Aliths and plants on your way to the next big room. Now, this room is quite tricky. There are a lot of enemies inside here, both static and patrolling. To complicate things, the third boss, well, rather a mini-boss, but if you aggro him with the other trash mobs, quite formidable, is also patrolling this room. So, in short, take care who and when you aggro the Altmer in this room. Otherwise, it may happen that you get the whole room on you, and in worst case also the patrolling boss, and that can very well be the death of all of you. For this guide, remember, all our members are way over the recommended level range for this dungeon, so it is easier for us to clear this room. But we do aggro the boss too after a while. The patrolling boss is called Nanesh Gromal, and he uses 3 mechanics during the fight. Again, if you attract more than him alone, the tank can take care of him while the rest of the group finishes off the other trash mobs first. Nanesh will cast Lightning Form on himself, which increases his defenses as well as damages players close to him. From time to time he also casts a shockwave circle around him. Stay out of it to avoid the damage. He stands still while casting it, so that shouldn't be a problem. You can also roll dodge out of it. His last ability normally only affects the tank. It's a charged up heavy attack that needs to be blocked. If you don't block it and are lucky enough to survive it, you will get knocked back. In one of the side rooms connecting to this big room, you can also engage already the fourth boss, a big red greenish Alith named Leaf Seether. Leaf Seether has an ad which the group can take care of while the tank taunts the boss. There is a small chance to aggro a patrolling Alith, so try to fight the boss where he stands and don't move around too much. But even if you aggro the other Alith, 1 or 2 of your group members can quickly kill it. A cone-based attack is most of the time followed by a quick heavy attack, jump. The tank should step out of the cone area and be ready to block the jump attack. It's maybe best to just stay in block mode for this fight, as the jump animation of Leaf Seether is quite quick and not really to predict up front. Other than that, Leaf Seether should be an easy kill. If you follow the path, you can see that there is a sideway on the left. If you want, you can kill the remaining trash mobs in the left corridor, otherwise just go straight and enter the area of the final boss. When you enter the room, Cannon Reef Oraneth will emerge from beneath the ground. Oraneth is a ranged-based mage and can be a quite tricky opponent. One of her attack skills is a charged up poison attack on a random player, visible by a green orb that explodes on the targeted group member on contact. This poison orb does high poison damage over time and should be cleansed, and if your healer can't cleanse it, just heal till it ends, otherwise the affected player may already die. As soon as Oraneth starts to hunker down, watch out for a pool forming either close to or under a random player. The pool will turn black and skeleton hands will try to reach players. Stay away from it. After a few seconds, 4 skeletons will come out of it and then attack the players, but the pool itself will vanish. The skeletons don't have much HP, but can complicate the encounter with all the other things going on. One of those things is to watch out for when Oraneth clenches her left hand and forms a fist, and soon after that a wide red circle forms under Oraneth, which will explode for high poison damage, as well as stun players hit by it. If you can, roll dodge out of it, otherwise the healer has to really heal everyone that gets affected by it. This fight can strain the healer's magicka quite a bit, so try to support your healer in worst case and drink potions when the need arises. Coordinate your movement and avoid the various damage circles, and your group might get out of it as the winner of this battle. Alright, that's pretty much all there is to say for the normal version of the Elden Hollow dungeon. I hope this guide was helpful, and if so, please consider to like this video and or leave a comment. Be sure to also check out our other guides for ESO group dungeons. Our goal is to have a guide for every one of them over time, so stay tuned. Take care and bye bye.